When we last left the investigation into the Silk Road, federal agents were staring into a digital abyss. The dread pirate Roberts was moving millions of dollars in illegal goods daily, completely shielded by the dark web. But investigators knew that somewhere, an initial advertisement for this hidden empire existed. To find it, they had to dive deep into the world of financial forensics and intense background investigations. They realized that the Silk Road wasn't just a website. It was a sprawling financial institution built entirely on Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was still a niche concept, heavily favored by tech libertarians and privacy advocates. Agents from the IRS Criminal Investigation Division joined the task force, bringing a vital new perspective. They didn't look at the drugs, they looked at the money. Bitcoin operates on a public ledger called the blockchain. While the identities of the users are encrypted, the flow of the currency is entirely visible. This allowed investigators to begin tracing massive, complex webs of transactions. They were looking for the choke points, the moments when digital currency had to be converted into hard, fiat cash. This required executing an exhausting digital background investigation on thousands of anonymous wallets, looking for patterns that matched the operational hours and behavior of the dread pirate Roberts. Simultaneously, the OSINT team was aggressively sweeping the internet. If you want to know who built a house, you look at the foundation. If you want to know who built a website, you look at its earliest code and its earliest mentions. The team utilized advanced digital forensics tools to scrape the Internet Archive, looking for deleted forum posts, cached web pages, and forgotten server logs. They were building a psychological and behavioral profile of the suspect. From his writings on the Silk Road forums, they knew he was articulate, libertarian-leaning, and highly educated in economics and computer science. He wasn't a street thug, he was an ideologue. This background profile was crucial. It narrowed the suspect pool from the entire globe to a specific demographic. But tracing the blockchain and analyzing his dark web persona wasn't enough to secure an arrest warrant. Law enforcement needed a real name. They needed a physical location. They needed to connect the ghost to a breathing human being. The frustration was mounting. The task force was burning through resources, and the media was beginning to catch wind of the untouchable dark web kingpin. It felt like they were chasing a phantom that was always 10 steps ahead. But a break was coming, and it wouldn't come from a highly sophisticated NSA backdoor or $1 million cyber weapon. It would come from a routine border inspection and a box of fake IDs. Someone, somewhere in the physical world, had made a sloppy mistake. And when you are running a billion-dollar criminal enterprise, a single sloppy mistake is all it takes to bring the whole house of cards crashing down. The physical world was about to violently collide with the digital realm. Hit subscribe and join us for part 3, where the ghost finally gets a name.